Today we're going to be reviewing the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 2019 poster color version. Now, this figure is meant to represent Godzilla as he appeared in the theatrical poster, and with that we're getting a few new color applications than we had in previous iterations of this particular Godzilla. First off, you'll notice that the spines are colored with a kind of like a translucent blue that's supposed to replicate kind of the powering up for his atomic breath. What makes this figure different than, say, the 2014 Godzilla Spitfire version is that Bandai has used a translucent like plastic for this figure, so it's kind of hard to see unless you have the figure yourself, but a lot of the areas that are blue or maybe less black paint apps, you can actually kind of see through it. For me, the main difference between this Godzilla and, say, the 2019 is obviously, like I said, that paint application. It's not only just the blue in the spines like the Spitfire from 2014, but this Godzilla, as you can see, there are blue highlights in the tongue, the eyes, along the chest, shoulders, knees, and even near the feet and toes. So instead of having the blue color isolated, you're having it distributed evenly, or at least throughout the more important parts of the figure. Right there you can really see in the chin that kind of translucence, and even the tongue is completely clear. So it really does look faithful to Godzilla King of the Monsters. Whenever he was using the atomic breath, you would see those different kind of neon blue highlights throughout the film. We're going to be taking a look at the articulation on the 2019 poster color version. Starting off at the head, Godzilla can look up, down, left, and right. It does have a hinge on the jaw so you can open and close the mouth. The tongue is, I believe, articulated. Mine might be a little stuck, so I usually don't mess with it too much. We get a nice shoulder up and down motion here, so it can kind of recreate that looking up atomic breath scene from the movie. There's also a ball joint at the waist here. It can't turn too much due to the spines, but we can get a nice arch, or at least a looking down kind of pose. Shoulders are decently articulated, being able to rotate forward and back. Same with the elbows, up, down, as well as rotation. Wrists can turn a full 360, can flex, moving down the body. Our legs can rotate up and down. Knees, decent bend on the knees for a straight leg or bent. Ankles are pretty good. There's not a lot of pivot, but there's a decent amount. So if you're looking to recreate certain scenes, maybe a step, you might be able to accomplish that with this. There are about, I'm going to miscount, about 28 articulation points along the tail, giving you decent posability. The joints are a bit tight, at least on mine. I haven't been able to do a blow dryer on them yet, but with that you might be able to get a little more of a bend, but for just kind of the base, it's pretty good. No real complaints there. When we compare the poster color version with our original Godzilla 2019, you can really see how the sculpt is the same. The only thing changing here is the color application. One of the things I thought I was going to be a little bummed about was the eye color on the poster color version. As you can see with my regular, one of the things I really enjoyed with this figure was the paint application on the face. The eyes are very detailed, and at least on mine, I didn't get any of that kind of derpy eye paint that some people notice with their figures. With the special color version, the eyes are actually painted over with a metallic blue with the same kind of paint that you see within the mouth. So you don't get the pupil like you do with the normal version. I thought that would have been a downfall, but actually when you have the figure in hand and you're looking at the face, it does it just fits very well with the rest of the aesthetic. And it's for that reason, actually, that I'm become more excited for the Burning Godzilla that will be coming out with SH Monsterarts, because as reports state, it is going to be made in the same fashion using this translucent plastic. Just instead of the translucent blue, it looks like the base coat will be that translucent orange. So I'm assuming the eyes will be painted in a similar fashion, as will the inside of the mouth. Seeing how well this figure turned out makes me very optimistic for that new repaint that will be coming out soon. For size comparison, the poster color version fits very well with the SH Monsterarts 2019 Rodan. It also fits well with scale in the 2019 SH Monsterarts Mothra. And finally, our poster color version looks absolutely fantastic when placed alongside the SH Monsterarts 2019 King Ghidorah. Final thoughts: this is an excellent figure for anyone's collection. One of the only cons to this figure is actually how you acquire it, being that it is an exclusive to Japan, as well as an exclusive to the Japan-only box set. You are able to get that on eBay from some Japanese sellers if they're willing to part with it. So for me, I ended up getting it without the Japanese box set, and even with that, you're still looking upwards of $175 for the figure. You can wait maybe a year or so. We might see a price reduction in that, kind of how we saw the poster version of the 2014, which was also a Japanese exclusive with the Japanese Steelbook edition of Godzilla 2014. So if you want to hold out and wait, it's quite possible that we would see that price reduction. Then again, it might not, just because this figure is much more desirable than the 2014. So, it all depends on just what you're willing to go through to get it. That being said, in my opinion, it is worth it. It's definitely a figure that is a standout within the SH Monsterarts collection. Not only just the Godzilla King of the Monsters movie collection, being Rodan, King Ghidorah, Mothra, the poster version, and of course our regular version. If you like this video and like to see more, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll be sure to upload more videos in the future.